Hey, I'm Cyclon. We finally reached the second act, or the second part of the storyline, so Act 6. This is the beginner guide, Act 6. Act 6 is going to look awfully familiar to Act 1. Well, that is because it's the same base layout. As a reminder in Act 5, check your resistances, see if you can get them capped. There's going to be a lot of fire damage, so at least get the fire resistance capped. We are going to start with the Twilight Strand. Twilight Strand, you need to kill all monsters to unlock Lily as a gem vendor. Once you did that, you can either go directly to Lily to unlock gems if you have any gems you need ASAP, or you can first do the coast, then the mud flats. For the mud flats, I guess there is a tiny reed you can do. So for mud flats, it's like the other mud flats. Here you're not following tiny rivers like in Act 2, but instead you're going to head straight to the top right corner. And just walk up till you can't anymore. So in my case, I hit a wall. I walked a bit up here. You should, instead of seeing this door, you should see an exclamation quest mark. So instead of going up, you will have to head down. In some layouts, you're going to be at the ocean. In that case, you will have to head up. Until you're going to find this lady in glowing red. The Dishonored Queen. You're going to quickly kill her. She's going to drop a quest object, and then you will head to the back to the corner if you came from here, or further upwards until you find the Karui fortress. Of course, it can be that it will be a bit down. So you, like with Act 1 mud flats, you will have to just follow this here at this wall until you find it. In Karui fortress, this is a pretty quick zone. You just follow the right wall until you can find Tukohama. You're going to do Tukohama, not do him, kill Tukohama. Which shouldn't take too long, even if you're not running a mapping character in the acts. Afterwards you will go up again until you find this zone. Now you entered the ridge. And here you have two options, or three I guess. You can just continue walking upwards to the prison. You can go back to the coast and do the Tidal Island to get either an amulet or a rare belt. I recommend doing this if you don't have a good amulet or a good belt. You just do it, and I would prioritize the belt over the amulet. Afterwards you can finish the Lily if you haven't done. Now Lily will be sitting where Nessa was in Act 1. And then continue with the ridge. In either way, after at this point all the options combine again. You will head ridge. It's I honestly just hold the right corner and you will find it eventually. Sometimes it's a huge circle or sometimes it's a huge snake. So you want to always hold the same corner so that you will cover it eventually. And right one is usually the easier corner to, the easier edge to hold. In the prison there is going to be a trial again. Now we are looking for the trials for the Merciless Labyrinth. So you want to pick it up. It's not the same as the lower prison in Act 1. Do the trial, get to Shepherd's Tower, climb Shepherd's Tower, and exit as a prison gate. In prison gate there is again a tiny reed you can do. There is a passive point to grab in this zone, so you want to be at the lower of this tiny cliff. Get into this, and here's what I will do is again hold the right wall until you find the entry. Sometimes it's on the down, sometimes in the top of the zone. So this is really just a gamble. You can go either way and either you get lucky or you don't. You're going to kill the Valley of the Fire Drinker boss, Aberras, and then you will head back. So because you were in a circle, you should have a few enemies on the back. You will refill your flask charges.
I do love the stink of victory.
And after a bit you should find the passage to the Western Forest. You're going to walk through the Western Forest, follow the road. Afterwards you're going to get to, how was the zone? after the Western Forest comes the river race. In the river race, we want to first head to the top left of the screen, into the wetlands, which are a bit more swampy now. Yes, again, hold the left wall, and you should find the Matron's lair. I'm just going left until I find my wall again. And I found it. If it's not here, like if you walked a bit and it's not there, sometimes it comes a bit earlier, sometimes a bit later, just head straight up to the right sided wall. There's like a tiny chance that it's on the right side. For that boss fight, you first need to kill those tiny nests in the corners. This one, and this one. And then you will defeat the Merciless herself. And with this you can do a relog, head to town and get 3 passive points, 1 from Tukohama, 1 from Aberrath, and 1 from Merciless. And you can teleport back to the river race and do the Southern Forest. For the Southern Forest there's again a read for you to do to get here. I think I need to show it from the other side so it's better visible. In the Southern Forest are tiny wooden bridges. These wooden bridges are the way to go. If you don't go over at least 3 wooden bridges, you will head to a dead end and won't find the exit. Like this one. But I will show it properly in a moment. So there we go. There it is. So we're going for the Southern Forest. And we're going to hold the right side of the zone. So we're going to follow this wall, and here we see there is the first bridge, so this is 1. We're still going to hold right. Here we go, this is the second bridge, 2. And third bridge, 3. I guess tiny island, let's count that as 1, or let's say 4, it doesn't really matter. And in a moment you should find the waypoint. Now after the 3 to 4 bridges, just go downwards. And there it is. You found the waypoint. You found the Cavern of Anger. In the Cavern of Anger it's pretty much just hold right. If it's not at the right, if you see a locked door, head to the left corner of the area and you will find the exit to the beacon. In the beacon it's pretty much just head straight up. If you find a dead end, there will be a tiny gap to get through eventually. There's not much to read in this zone. And finally there is the Brine King's Reap, which can be at first a very annoying zone to look at. The trick here is to first head down. So you want to just go down until the zone pushes you to either the left or the right side. So as you can see here, I just headed down as far as possible and it pushed me towards the left, and now I'm just going to follow this this edge again. And eventually... okay, we got a wall side area. That of course going to falsify the solution. We're going to go a bit back and we're going to go further down. Of course, the one time I show this, I get the worst layout possible. Okay. So I guess what happened is instead of the wall side area pushing the exit further down, I think it pushed it up. Which is something I actually have not seen before. So sorry for the inconvenience in the guide here. If it's not up, actually I'm going to delete this video. Okay, there we go. And you will fight the Brine King. With killing the Brine King you have finished Act 6 and you will be able to enter Act 7. This time actually directly into town. That said, have a great day.